Have you ever found yourself stuck in a situation, struggling with the decision of whether to stay or walk away? What if the answer lies in ancient wisdom, a philosophy that can guide you to know when it's time to leave for your own peace of mind and growth? Welcome to today's video. We're diving deep into the philosophy of Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, and exploring one of the most important concepts of his teachings, knowing when it's time to leave and walk away. This concept is powerful because we all encounter moments in life, whether in relationships, work, or personal growth, where we need to decide when to walk away. It's not always an easy choice, and it can be filled with uncertainty, fear, or even guilt. But Stoic philosophy offers profound insight into how we can make these decisions with wisdom, courage, and clarity. Today, we're going to explore how to recognize those moments when it's time to walk away, how to do so with grace, and why embracing this mindset can ultimately lead to a better, more fulfilling life. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand Marcus Aurelius's views on this concept, but you'll also have a clear framework to apply this wisdom in your own life. Section 1. First core concept: understanding the Stoic approach to letting go. The Stoic philosophy teaches us that we cannot control everything around us, but we can control our reactions and decisions. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, repeatedly emphasizes the importance of knowing when to let go. He argues that we must be willing to release attachments to things that no longer serve us, whether they're relationships, jobs, or situations. Take, for example, the story of a Stoic who might be in an unhealthy relationship. The Stoic doesn't cling to the person out of fear of loneliness or the desire to control the situation. Instead, they step back, assess, and recognize that their peace of mind and personal growth are more important than staying attached to something that is not contributing positively. Imagine you're in a job where you feel undervalued. You're putting in all your effort, but it feels like no one is noticing. The idea of leaving might seem daunting. Yet Marcus Aurelius teaches that your peace of mind and personal integrity are more important than staying in a toxic situation. The first step is recognizing that your peace is worth more than any external circumstances. Section 2. Second core concept: the power of acceptance and control. Another key element of Marcus Aurelius's philosophy is the distinction between what is within our control and what is not. He writes, "Accept what is outside your control and focus your energy only on what you can influence." This principle is especially relevant when deciding whether to leave a situation. Imagine trying to control the weather. It's futile, right? You can prepare for it, dress for it, or adapt to it, but you can't change the rain or the sunshine. The same applies to people, situations, and outcomes in life. The things you can control are your actions, your responses, and your decisions. If staying in a situation means continually struggling against things beyond your control, it might be time to leave. Let's say you've been in a friendship where, no matter how much effort you put in, the other person is never reciprocating. You've tried talking, offering support, and staying patient, but it's not working. Stoicism teaches us to accept that we can't force others to change or treat us differently. What we can control is our response. Perhaps it's time to walk away, not out of anger, but out of self-respect. Section 3. Third core concept: embracing change as part of life's journey. The Stoics don't see walking away as a failure. They see it as an essential part of the natural flow of life. Change is inevitable, and embracing it can lead to growth. In fact, Marcus Aurelius believed that life is full of cycles, and nothing is permanent. This includes the situations or people we may need to walk away from. In nature, leaves fall from trees in autumn. It's a natural, necessary process for growth and renewal. Similarly, walking away from something that no longer serves you is a way to make space for new growth and new opportunities. When we hold onto what's not working, we miss the chance to evolve. Consider someone who leaves a long-term job or a career path they've been on for years, only to discover a more fulfilling role. By stepping away from the old, they're able to embrace a new chapter that offers more alignment with their values and passions. Section 4. Further analysis or contrasting opinions. The fear of walking away. While Stoic philosophy offers great guidance, it's not always easy to follow. Fear often holds people back from walking away. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, or fear of judgment from others. Some might argue that walking away too easily can lead to a lack of perseverance. They might say you can't quit everything just because it's hard. And while that's true in certain cases, the Stoic perspective encourages us to discern when the effort is not worth the cost, whether it's our emotional well-being or our peace of mind. How do you know when to persist and when to walk away? The Stoic answer is that you must evaluate what aligns with your true values and goals. If your efforts are no longer aligned with those values, it might be time to move on. Section 5. The role of emotional detachment in Stoic philosophy. In Stoicism, emotional detachment is a crucial aspect of personal freedom. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about how we must not allow external events to disturb our inner tranquility. This doesn't mean being cold or indifferent, but rather cultivating an ability to observe events without letting them overwhelm us. Emotions, while natural, can cloud our judgment, especially when we're in situations where we feel stuck or trapped. The Stoics teach us to step back and view things from a distance, as an observer. By doing so, we gain clarity. When you're able to detach emotionally from a difficult situation, whether in a job, a relationship, or any other circumstance, you are no longer ruled by fear, guilt, or anxiety. Imagine you're in a toxic work environment where every day feels like a battle. The emotional investment you've put into trying to fix things has left you feeling drained and frustrated. Stoicism teaches that you don't have to engage in every emotional battle. You can detach, take a step back, and reassess the situation without emotional overload. When you do this, you can more clearly see whether staying is worth the cost, or if it's time to move on for your own well-being. Section 6. The concept of amor fati, loving your fate. One of the most profound Stoic concepts is amor fati, loving your fate. Marcus Aurelius and other Stoics suggest that we should embrace whatever happens in life, whether it's something we want or not. The key is to accept all experiences as opportunities for growth and learning, even when walking away from something seems difficult. When faced with a decision to leave, it's easy to focus on the negative aspects: loss, failure, or disappointment. However, amor fati asks us to reframe our mindset. Instead of seeing the need to leave a situation as a setback, view it as part of a larger, purposeful journey. Every exit is an entry to something new, and by loving our fate, we can appreciate the wisdom gained through the process of letting go. Consider a relationship you've been in for years that's become emotionally draining. The decision to leave may feel like a loss, but through the Stoic lens of amor fati, you begin to see the breakup as an essential step in your personal development. Perhaps leaving opens the door to new opportunities for growth, self-reflection, or healthier relationships in the future. In embracing the experience as part of your journey, you find peace and purpose in walking away. Section 7. The importance of self-reflection and journaling in decision-making. Marcus Aurelius was known for his habit of journaling his thoughts, reflections, and struggles. His personal writings, compiled as meditations, are a window into his Stoic mindset. Self-reflection and journaling are key tools that help us decide when it's time to walk away. By regularly reflecting on our thoughts and feelings, we become more self-aware. This process allows us to evaluate whether staying in a particular situation aligns with our values, goals, and well-being. In the context of walking away, journaling can help us weigh the pros and cons, clarify our emotions, and make decisions based on reason rather than impulse. Try setting aside a few minutes each day to write about any situation in your life that feels unresolved or emotionally taxing. Ask yourself, is this situation helping me grow? Is it aligned with my core values? As you write, you may find that the clarity you gain from self-reflection makes it easier to make the decision to move on. In doing so, you take control of your narrative instead of allowing external circumstances to dictate your emotional state. Section 8. Understanding the role of impermanence and letting go. Another powerful Stoic concept is the idea of impermanence. Nothing in life is permanent. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself that everything, including his own life, was fleeting. This awareness of impermanence can be liberating when it comes to the decision of walking away. When we realize that nothing lasts forever, we become less attached to situations, outcomes, and people. The fear of loss diminishes because we understand that every phase in life, no matter how painful or difficult, is temporary. This understanding encourages us to let go when necessary, knowing that it's part of the natural ebb and flow of life. Think about a time when you were in a job or relationship that seemed overwhelming. The idea of leaving may have felt daunting, but with time, you realized that everything passes. The job or relationship no longer defined you, and moving on was simply another chapter in your life. Recognizing the impermanence of all things helped you to let go, making space for new opportunities and experiences. Section 9. The Stoic view on failure and resilience in the face of change. Marcus Aurelius, like all Stoics, viewed failure not as a defeat, but as a natural and necessary part of life. Walking away from something doesn't mean failure. It means you've gained wisdom and strength through your experience. The Stoic view on failure teaches us that it's not falling that matters, but how we respond to it. In modern life, the fear of failure often paralyzes us, making us cling to situations that no longer serve us. But the Stoic approach is radically different. Failure, or what might seem like failure, is seen as an opportunity to grow. When we walk away from a situation, we are not admitting defeat. We are choosing resilience. The strength lies in acknowledging that we have learned, we have grown, and we are now ready for something new. Imagine a person who started a business that isn't succeeding as they'd hoped. They've poured everything into it, but the signs are clear. The market isn't responding, and the business is draining their resources. Instead of stubbornly continuing, the Stoic wisdom suggests that the entrepreneur takes stock of their experience, learns from the process, and walks away. They're not giving up. They're embracing the wisdom gained and using it to move forward with greater resilience. As we've explored throughout today's video, knowing when it's time to leave and walk away is a critical life skill, one that is rooted in the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and Stoic philosophy. Let's recap the key takeaways. Emotional detachment. By learning to detach emotionally from situations, we gain the clarity to assess whether staying is truly beneficial or if walking away is the better choice. Amor fati, loving your fate, embracing life's ups and downs, including the decision to walk away from something as a natural and necessary part of your journey, can help you view every experience, even the difficult ones, as an opportunity for growth. Self-reflection and journaling, the practice of regularly reflecting on your thoughts and actions, just like Marcus Aurelius did, allows you to evaluate whether staying in a situation aligns with your values or if it's time to let go and move forward. Impermanence. Understanding that nothing in life is permanent frees us from the fear of loss and allows us to release attachments, making it easier to walk away when necessary. Failure and resilience. Finally, embracing the Stoic idea that failure is not the end, but part of the process of growth and resilience helps us see that walking away is not quitting, it's learning and moving on to something better. When you step back and consider all of these concepts together, it becomes clear knowing when to leave is not about weakness or failure. It's about personal wisdom, growth, and emotional freedom. Walking away from what no longer serves you opens up space for new opportunities, learning, and experiences that align with your true values. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever faced a difficult decision where you weren't sure if it was time to walk away? How did you handle it? Share your experiences in the comments below, and let's start a conversation about the power of letting go. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might benefit from this Stoic wisdom. And if you want more content like this, make sure to hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Remember, life is full of transitions, and sometimes walking away is the bravest and most empowering decision you can make. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that the key is not to fear change, but to embrace it with open arms and a clear mind. By letting go of what no longer serves us, we make room for new beginnings, growth, and peace of mind. Keep walking your path with wisdom, strength, and resilience. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.